Getting, but waiving, due process. Despite cries of unfairness, Trump refuses impeachment hearing invite. If he has a defense, we on House Judiciary, along with the American people, are eager to hear it, said Representative Jay Apple.
Here's a summary of the article.
White House counsel Pat Cipollone informed the House Judiciary Committee late Sunday that President Donald Trump and his lawyers will not participate in the panel's first impeachment hearing this week, a move Democratic lawmakers highlighted as further evidence that the president's repeated complaints about lack of due process have been completely empty. "We're bending over backward to be fair. The onus is on President Trump to, for once, behave and engage with Congress. If he has a defense, we on House Judiciary along with the American people are eager to hear it." Rep. Pramila Jayapal. In a letter to Representative Jerry Nadler, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Cipollone described the impeachment proceedings as unfair and said the president will not take part in the scheduled Wednesday hearing, which will feature a panel of constitutional scholars and law professors. "It is too late to cure the profound procedural deficiencies that have tainted this entire inquiry. We cannot fairly be expected to participate in a hearing while the witnesses are yet to be named and while it remains unclear whether the Judiciary Committee will afford the President a fair process through additional hearings." Cipollone's letter comes less than a week after Nadler formally invited Trump and his attorneys to attend and participate in the December 4 hearing. The committee's impeachment inquiry rules allow for the President to attend the hearing and for his counsel to question the witness panel, Nadler said in a statement last Tuesday. Trump and his GOP allies in Congress have repeatedly decried the House impeachment proceedings as a sham, even as Republicans have been allowed to participate in hearings and question witnesses both behind closed doors and in public.
This post received a score of 10,088, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I mean, technically the whole impeachment process is not optional for him even though he's acting like it is.
It's optional for him to mount a defense, as it is in any trial or similar proceeding. But yes, he can opt to not be the subject of an investigation or trial, as hard as he's tried to insist he can.
Yeah, he's been trying to say he's opting out of the entire process completely. I think that's the best the remaining White House lawyers can do now.
While at the same time saying it's unfair because HES not being involved.
I heard recently that he's saying the impeachment process is all a hoax. I'm not sure he knows what the definition of hoax is.
Neither does his base, and that's what matters.
Just the simple fact he has a base is terrifying. Every barrel has a bottom.
It's very telling when everyone who could exonerate you refuses to do so under oath.
Seriously. They keep harping on about how none of the witnesses were close enough to Trump to accurately describe his actions and motivations, but they are also refusing to let anyone they deem close enough testify under oath.
My long-shot wish is that every single one of these ignored subpoenas ends up as an article of impeachment for obstruction of Congress.
I'm sure one of the articles will be obstruction. That still doesn't mean the Senate gives a fuck.
I know, but it's still important to make them say so. Make them stand up and say they're okay with this shit.
He has no defense. He is just going to keep stirring up shit to appeal to his base.
First, his narcissism cannot abide by any sort of negative press or perception. Second, his own insecurity requires him to get positive feedback at all times. Yes, Mr. President, they are unfairly attacking you, and he has what he needs in the form of positive feedback. That's way too scary for him to deal with.
Greater than this needs a little exploration because it underlines just how unsuitable the man is for any sort of public responsibility. He was the conspiracy theorist who loudly harassed the last POTUS with an insane and covertly racist theory that the president's actual place of birth and religion don't allow him to be president. He, in fact, is the walking sentient version of every racist stereotype and trope attributed to the skin tone of the previous president. Trump was trying his damnedest to show us how unfit he was to drive an Uber, much less lead a nation since Obama won. Trump's behavior would have gotten him fired from a McDonald's before lunch. He's commander-in-chief now, and his jury practically already stated they'll vote not guilty before the trials even started. Republicans in general aren't fit for office.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.